Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the channel where we break down complex CSS topics into meaningful real world discussions. So today's topic is not just important for your CSS exams, it's about our shared responsibility as citizens of Pakistan and the world. So sustainability, environmental policy and planning. As we face rising smog in Lahore, water scarcity in Karachi, and flash floods in northern Pakistan, so understanding these concepts is not optional; it's essential. So let's explore what sustainability really means, why it matters, and how thoughtful policy and planning can guide us toward a greener, fairer, and more resilient future. So let's start. What is sustainability? Sustainability is a guiding principle. It tells us to meet today's needs without destroying the ability of future generations to meet theirs. So imagine cutting down trees faster than they regrow, polluting rivers till fish and clean drinking water disappear, expanding cities so quickly and that farmland and forest vanish. So sustainability asks, can we do this differently? By balancing economic growth, social development, environmental protection, environmental policy and planning are the tools we use to make this balance real. So laws to reduce pollution, plans to protect green spaces and program to shift toward clean energy. The importance of sustainability is Pakistan faces environmental challenges due to rapid urbanization, industrialization and population growth. Lahore and Karachi often rank among the world's most populated cities. So Pakistan loses around 27,000 hectares of forest annually. So climate change causes floods, droughts and heat waves that directly threaten lives and livelihoods. So understandable development harms like ecosystems, wetlands, mangroves, forests and mountains lose species and services. Many native plants and animals become endangered or extinct. Air and water pollution increase diseases. So degraded land and water threaten agriculture and food security. So sustainability aims to protect ecosystems and biodiversity by saving forests, rivers and habitats. So use natural resources wisely, harvest timber, fish and minerals without depleting them. So minimize waste and pollution, shift to recycling, clean production and build climate resilience, prepare for heat waves, floods and droughts. So ensure poor and rural communities have a fair access to resource and are not forced to bear the brunt of environmental harm. Then we will discuss conservation and management of the natural resources, effective conservation strategies. Laws like Pakistan Environmental Protection Act 1997 set standards for pollution control, environmental impact assessment and penalties for violators. The National Environmental Policy 2005 provides a strategic vision for integrating environment into development, and protected areas including national parks and wildlife sanctuaries and community managed conservation areas. So these areas help protect endangered species like markhor and snow leopard. Sustainable practices, sustainable agriculture, efficient irrigation, organic farming, crop rotation, controlled reforestation and controlled logging, then lining canals and rainwater harvesting. Water management is necessary. Renewable energy like solar and wind projects in Sindh and Balochistan, hydropower projects like Dasu and Dyamar Bhasha. So these reduce reliance on imported fossil fuels and cut carbon emissions. Environmental policy and its role. Environmental policy translates sustainability into concrete actions, setting air and water quality standards, limiting industrial emissions, banning leaded petrol, then regulating waste management, safe disposal of hospital waste, electronic waste, and support green urban development, energy efficient building, green roofs, encouraging public participation, environmental NGOs, and student groups, media campaigns, etc. So addressing climate change like mitigations, cutting greenhouse gas emissions, building flood barriers, drought resistant crops, and international commitments. Pakistan has ratified agreements like Kyoto Protocol to reduce global emissions and Paris Agreement pledge to cut emissions and adapt to climate change. And Convention on Biological Diversity protect ecosystems and endangered species. So these commitments signal Pakistan's responsibility as part of the global community. Planning for sustainable development. Land use planning, designating zones, urban agriculture, industrial conservation, and prevents unplanned sprawl and loss of the farmland. Then compact mixed use development, combining residential, commercial, and recreational spaces, reduce travel distances, lowers traffic congestion and pollution. So public transport systems like metro bus systems, Karachi Green Line, Lahore Orange Line reduce private vehicle use and emissions. And waste management like sorting recyclables, compositing organic waste, proper landfill management to prevent groundwater contaminations, and environmental impact assessment, mandatory studies before major projects like dams, highways, power plants, identify and mitigate environmental risks. So involving local people in planning, respecting cultural and environmental knowledge, ensure projects actually meet local needs and preserve heritage. Balancing development and environment. So, sustainable development requires trade-offs. Develop industries and infrastructure without destroying ecosystems, and protect vulnerable communities from pollution and disasters. Build climate resilient roads, bridges, and housing. Support innovations, green technologies, solar panels, energy efficient appliances, and the recycling business, organic farming, and ecotourism. So it also means protecting the rights of disadvantaged communities, ensuring everyone benefits from economic growth, not just urban elites, investing in clean drinking water, clean energy, and safe housing. Modern tools for environmental planning. So modern planners use powerful tools to design smarter and greener cities like Geographic Information System (GIS), map air pollution, green spaces, flood risk zones, and remote sensing satellite data to monitor land use, deforestation, and crop health. Environmental modeling predict the spread of air pollution, model future climate scenarios to plan accordingly. So these tools make decisions data driven, more accurate, and forward looking. So dear aspirants, sustainability, environmental policy and planning are not just theories, they are essential for Pakistan's future. As for future policy makers, bureaucrats or planners, your understanding of these topics could shape healthier cities, protected forests and resilient communities. So let's commit to not only passing the exam but becoming part of the solution. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe and share to help follow aspirants, and comment below if you would like separate videos on climate change, renewable energy or Pakistan environmental laws. Remember, real change starts with knowledge and commitment. Allah Hafiz and see you in the next lecture.